Meeting called to order. Will you please stand for the salute to the flag? And Freeholder Beasley, will you please lead us in the salute?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. I have before me certification from the clerk that this meeting is in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley.
Freeholder Beasley.
Freeholder Beasley.
Present.
Freeholder Bobadilla absent. Freeholder Clark.
Here.
Freeholder Gill absent. Freeholder Johnson.
Present.
Freeholder Luciano absent. Freeholder Owens absent. Freeholder Vice President Sebo.
Here.
Freeholder President Watson.
Here. Okay, Madam Clerk, I will be asking Freeholder Beasley as District 2 Freeholder representing the Township of Maplewood to offer greetings to the attendants on behalf of the board. Freeholder Beasley, would you please bring greetings?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. It's certainly a pleasure and honor on behalf of the freeholders to bring greetings. Being here in the Township of Maplewood, it's always a pleasure for me to be here on the occasions. I see you have a fest coming up soon, and this is our effort to bring government closer to the people. I see one of our, I think, former mayor and official here in the Township of Maplewood, and I know she's had the distinction of being on the state representation, and we normally look to, ask for, a response. And Cal Clark, our freeholder, somewhat very familiar, and I know she wanted to say some things about the representation. But, Madam Chair, again, it's always wonderful. What's beautiful about this township town hall is that the walls really speak to you. There's a lot of historical, things on the wall that really adds to a lot of luster here. So we're honored to be here.
Thank you very much, Madam President, and Freeholder Beasley, for allowing me to say a word about a really dear friend, Ms. Ellen Davenport. As many of you know, as Freeholder Beasley already alluded, she was the secretary to the New Jersey State Senate for many, many years. She was the mayor of this wonderful town. She was a town council person here. She has served in a myriad of positions throughout government at many, many different levels. She's known all over the state of New Jersey and, quite frankly, in many circles around the United States. So we're really fortunate to have former Mayor Ellen Davenport, and thank you, Freeholder Beasley, for allowing me to say a few words about a dear friend.
Very good. Would you like to say a few words, Mr. Davenport?
Thank you very much, Freeholder President, and thank you both for your very kind words. On behalf of the Township of Maplewood, as a former mayor and a former Township Committee person, and a former freeholder. Thank you for remembering that. For a brief period of time, I was an appointed interim freeholder, and the good graces of our dear friend Ray Durkin, and Chairman Durkin, and Phil Keegan. Anyway, I would just love to welcome you here. We love having you. Everyone out in the hallway is very impressed that the Board of Chosen Freeholders does go around from town to town and come here as one of them. So we welcome you, and thank you for mentioning our murals. It's a history lesson for every child in Maplewood, and we're proud of them, and we're very proud of you. But thank you so very much for gracing us. We appreciate it.
And thank you so much for having us, and this is a beautiful town. Beautiful.
Good night.
Okay, Madam Clerk, for the record, Freeholder Owens is present. Madam Clerk, are there any transcripts to be approved?
Madam President, there are three. The conference board meetings of August 6, 2014, August 20th, 2014, and September 3rd, 2014.
Okay. Freeholders, Questions, comments? No questions, no comments. Then Freeholder, do I have a motion and a second to approve the 3 transcripts? And it's moved by Freeholder Vice President Seabold and second by Freeholder Beasley. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley,
Yes.
Freeholder Boldy absent, Freeholder Clark,
Yes.
Freeholder Gill absent, Freeholder Johnson,
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano absent, Freeholder Owens, Freeholder Vice President Seabold,
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, Madam Clerk, let's move to the public comment session on agenda items. If there's any member of the public who would like to speak or comment on agenda items, please come to the microphone, state your name, affiliation, and you have 3 minutes to speak and on agenda items. Okay, Madam Clerk, let the record reflect that there's no one wishing to speak at this time. If there's any member of the public who would like to comment on any issue, please come to the microphone, state your name and affiliation for the record. And again, you will have a total of 3 minutes to speak.
Good evening, Madam President. My name is Joseph Sorbino, 18 Sheridan Avenue, West Orange, and I'm standing before you this evening because I'm representing the 4th Ward, 6th District of St. Cloud in West Orange, and many of my neighbors are very upset over a proposed quick check gas station at 555 Northfield Avenue, directly across the street from the Turtleback Zoo. In the 15 years that I've lived in this neighborhood, I have never seen as many of my neighbors as upset and vocal and frustrated by the idea of having a 24-hour gas station, what is described by the corporation that wants to build it as a mega station. And what is even more infuriating is the fact that the local officials are either very quiet or doing everything they can to oppose and ignore the residents of my neighborhood. They have also gone so far, at least a few of them, to actually blame the Freeholder Board for the idea of the quick check gas station. And I'm standing here as a representative of the neighborhood to see if we can enlist your support in helping us in our fight against the quick check gas station. Thank you.
And thank you. Normally, the freeholders, we respond to all of our constituents when they come before this board in writing. We will consider your question that your request, and you will receive a response from this board within a week.
Thank you, ma'am. I was wondering if I can also add, I did speak to freeholders Luciano and Gill when they appeared at the last Democratic County Committee in West Orange, and they actually invited me here to speak with all of you and present our case. In addition, they also thought it was a good idea for me to present, if it was acceptable, a copy of the petitions that we were able to have. So with your permission, if it's acceptable, I'd like to present
You can present the petitions, and normally once you finish speaking and I make my remarks, we normally don't let the constituents come back again, but we will accept the petitions that you have based on the request from Freeholder Gill and Freeholder Luciana.
Yes, ma'am. I do apologize.
And we will respond to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, would you make sure that someone receives the petitions? Thank you. Again, do we have anyone else from the public who would like to speak at this time? Okay, we have no one wishing to speak at this time. Madam Clerk, are there any topics? Let's go to topics of discussion. Are there any topics of discussion?
Madam President, there are none.
Okay, let's move to Resolution 3. Madam Clerk, we'll take 3, 4, and 5 together, and we'll read it into the record at a later time. For the public, this is our regular board meeting. Last week, we had a regular meeting where we addressed all of the questions, a conference board meeting that we addressed all of the questions that we will be voting on, all the resolutions rather, that we will be voting on this evening. So we will take Resolution 3, 4, and 5 together, Madam Clerk, and read it into the record at a later time. And if freeholders, do I have a motion and a second to take resolutions 3, 4, and 5 together?
I'll move it.
Moved by Freeholder Vice President Siebel and second by Freeholder Owens. Do we have any questions on Resolution 3, 4, and 5? No questions. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Vice President Siebel.
Yes.
Freeholder Owens. Freeholder Luciano absent. Freeholder Johnson.
Yes.
Freeholder Gill absent. Freeholder Clark absent. Freeholder Bobadilla absent.
Wait a minute. Oh, we have 5. Okay, continue.
Freeholder Beasley.
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, Madam Clerk, Resolution 6 and 7 withdrawn by the administration. Let's go to Resolution 8.
Okay.
9. 8, let's just take 8, okay? You can read that into the record.
Resolution 8, Department of Public Works, Division of Engineering, contract award to CETA Construction, the lowest responsive and responsible bidder for the restoration of Afterglow Trail and Eagle Rock Reservation, 30-day contract, amount not to exceed $54,332.50.
Okay, freeholders, do I have a motion and second?
I'll move it.
Moved by Freeholder Siebel, second by Freeholder Johnson. Discussion on Resolution 8 at this time, freeholders? No discussion? No questions? No comments? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley. Freeholder Bobadilla absent. Freeholder Clark.
Yes.
Freeholder Gill absent. Freeholder Johnson.
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano absent. Freeholder Owens.
Yes.
Freeholder Vice President Siebel.
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay. Madam Clerk, at the conference meeting, we list 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 together, and we thoroughly discussed those resolutions. But freeholders, I have a motion to approve, and we'll read into the record at a later time, Madam Clerk. Freeholders, do I have a motion and a second to take 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15? Moved by Freeholder Owens. Do I have a second? Second by Freeholder Johnson. Okay, freeholder, discussion on Resolution 9, which is insertion of revenue from the state of New Jersey. Resolution 9. Question 10. Question, comments. 11, another budget insertion. 12. 13 freeholders, 14, and 15 freeholders. No additional questions, comments. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley.
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla absent. Freeholder Clark.
Yes to everything except 15, that would be an abstention.
Okay. Freeholder Gill absent. Freeholder Johnson.
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano absent. Freeholder Owens. Yes. Freeholder Vice President Siebel. Yes. Freeholder President Watson.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay. Madam Clerk, we'll go to Resolution 16, 17, and 18. We will take the three resolutions together. Freeholders, do I have a motion and a second to take Resolutions 16, 17, 18 together, and we'll read it into the record at a later time, Madam Clerk?
So moved.
Moved by Freeholder Clark. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Freeholder Johnson. Discussion, freeholders, on Resolution 16, 17, 18. No additional questions on 16, 17, and 18. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Freeholder Vice President Siebel.
Yes.
Freeholder Owens. Yes. Freeholder Luciano absent. Freeholder Johnson.
Yes.
Freeholder Gill absent. Freeholder Clark.
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla absent. Freeholder Beasley.
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, freeholders, in our last meeting, we Just 19 and 20 together. We'll take 19 and 20 again tonight together. When we vote, Madam Clerk, we'll read the 19 and 20 into the record at a later time. Freeholders, do I have a motion and a second to take 19 and 20 together? Freeholder Owens is moving it. Second by Freeholder Clark. Question, comments, freeholders, on Resolution 19. 20. Questions, no comments. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Beasley.
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla. Absent Freeholder Clark.
Yes.
Freeholder Gill, absent Freeholder Johnson.
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano, absent Freeholder Owens. Freeholder Vice President Sebo.
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson.
Yes.
So moved.
We will move to commendations, resolution commendations, and we will take resolutions 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and 37, 38, 39, and we'll stop there. Okay, all commendations, do I have a move by Freeholder Clark and second by Freeholder Beasley? Okay, freeholders, I know we have no comments on resolutions, commendations at this time. We did discuss resolutions and we made some adjustments at the last meeting. Roll call, Madam
Freeholder
Clerk.
Johnson.
Yes, Freeholder Johnson.
I know that the two gentlemen are not here, but I would like to be added on from 28, 38
To 28 through
to 38.
to 38.
Yeah.
Madam Clerk, would you add Freeholder Johnson? I'm sure that we will have no objection from Gil and Luciana. Okay, I have a motion and a second.
Yes, Madam President.
Okay, roll call.
Okay. Freeholder Vice President Sebo.
Yes.
Freeholder Owens. Freeholder Luciano, absent Freeholder Johnson.
Yes.
Freeholder Gill, absent Freeholder Clark.
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla, absent Freeholder Beasley.
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, let's go with Resolution 40. You can read that into the record, Madam Clerk.
Okay. Resolution 40, resolution accepting the 2013 county audit as prepared by Samuel Klein and Company, general comments and recommendations.
Okay, freeholders, do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Moved by Freeholder Vice President Sebo. Do I have a second? Second by Freeholder Beasley. Question, comments, freeholders?
Just a
On
comment,
40.
Madam President.
Yes, Freeholder Clark.
I'll be abstaining on this, not because I don't want to accept the audit, but because I have not had an opportunity to adequately discuss it or the findings. So that's it. That's just my comment for the record.
Okay, additional comments, freeholders? No comments? And we have a finance meeting being scheduled to go over the comments because we can't change whatever is there.
Right.
The only and we will be have a finance meeting to discuss these issues. So, Mr. McInerney.
Just for clarification, is the 22nd also I thought we were doing budget hearings as well with regard to an up-to-date, is that what the
finance meeting, well, this is our regular, we have a finance committee
on the 22nd?
that normally go over, whatever, and the budget would be included in that.
Okay, I met with the
meeting.
administration
So,
today so
yeah.
we could work through that
Right.
on the 22nd.
So the budget, we'll be going over budget figures to see where we are.
Yes, I just
And
wanted to
then
make
we
sure
will
that's
also
part of it.
review the comments and recommendations from Samuel Klein
Okay.
at the same time.
Very good.
We decided to do both at the same meeting.
That's fine. That's
Yes.
great. Okay, I just wanted to make sure the budget part was there.
Yeah, the budget part is there because this will be very brief because we didn't have a lot of comments nor recommendations coming from the auditor. So do I have a mover and second on resolution? You did, thank you, Vice President Sebo.
Yes.
And I have a second, right, Madam Clerk?
Yes, you have Vice President Sebo move and second by Freeholder Beasley.
Okay, very good. Roll call, Madam Clerk?
Freeholder Beasley?
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla, absent. Freeholder Clark?
Abstain.
Freeholder Gill, absent. Freeholder Johnson?
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano, absent. Freeholder Owens? Freeholder Vice President Sebo?
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson?
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, Madam Clerk, do we have any added starter resolutions at this time?
Yes, Madam President, we have one.
Will you read it,
And that is
please?
resolution number 41.
Would you read that, please?
Resolution 41, Department of Administration and Finance, Office of Purchasing, transfer of ownership of surplus retired vehicle 2006 Ford CAD bus to the Township of Irvington.
Okay, Mr. Bronovich, you want to explain the resolution?
Certainly.
Tell us
Alan
why you
Abramowitz-
request an action.
Alan Abramowitz, Deputy County Administrator. The Township of Irvington requested that we allow them to purchase this vehicle. It's a retired vehicle that the county no longer had use for, but it still had some useful wear. And the transfer of ownership from Irvington from the county to Irvington for the sum of $1. And that's what we're proposing.
Very good. Before I ask for a motion and second, a motion and second freeholders, and then we're going to discussion.
So moved.
Moved by Freeholder Clark and second by Freeholder Beasley. Question, comments, freeholders on Resolution 40, please. Question, comment, Freeholder Beasley.
Could you just explain that again for clarity?
The township requested from the County of Essex that we transfer this vehicle over to their use for the purchase of $1. The county retired this vehicle, but it still has many miles of usage, and the city of Irvington can benefit from it. So, I mean, Township of Irvington, rather, can benefit from it. So, we are proposing a sale for $1.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chief.
And it's my understanding is, as is, we would not be responsible for any repairs once we sell it for $1.
The sale is as is unconditional.
Unconditional. I wanted to make sure that's on the record. Thank you.
Madam President, Freeholder Clark?
Yes, Freeholder Clark.
I just want to say, I think that's a win-win for everybody. If it was going to be surplus and we weren't going to be able to do much with it, it's sitting around. It can benefit another one of our municipalities. That just makes sense. I know we've done it with other entities within the county, with retired golf carts and the like for schools, and so I would encourage other towns to look into this opportunity, because I think it's a good opportunity, and I think that other municipalities should try to avail themselves of the same thing.
Okay. No additional comments, questions, freeholders. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Freeholder Vice President Sebo?
Yes.
Freeholder Owens?
Yes.
Freeholder Luciano, absent. Freeholder Johnson?
Yes.
Freeholder Gill, absent. Freeholder Clark?
Yes.
Freeholder Bobadilla, absent. Freeholder Beasley?
Yes.
Freeholder President Watson?
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, report of board committees. None. Legislative reports. Written communication, unfinished business. New business. Do we have anyone from the public who would like to speak again at this time? Okay, let's go into freeholder comment session. And Freeholder Vice President Sebo.
Thank you very much. I would like to commend our President, Blani Watson. This afternoon, the Montclair Alumni Chapter and the North Jersey Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated had an evening, a late afternoon, tribute to our President, Blani Watson, in recognition of her service and leadership on the Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders. and I think that we all ought to congratulate our president on receiving such a magnificent award for all the outstanding work she has done in her years of leading us as the Freeholder Board president. So this is just wonderful, President.
Thank you so
and I'm
much.
sure everyone agrees with me.
Thank you so much, Vice President Seabold. And I would just like to comment and again thank the sorority for certainly it was an honor today to have such a tribute to myself. And I said, I promised I said to Sharon, I'm not going to cry. But I started crying because they just went on and on and on. And Joyce was made the initial presentation, and she started crying, and I started crying, and I think we didn't have a dry eye in the room once we finished, but it was an honor.
It all took place at the Hall of Records,
Yes,
by the way.
in the chambers, in the Freeholder chambers, so it was an honor for me to accept such a prestigious recognition from such an honorable group of ladies. So it was just dynamic. I just can't tell you how thrilled I am. And so somebody said, well, how many more tears we have to cry before you leave? I says, I hope there's not, hopefully there's not too many more tears that we have to shed before I leave. But as I stated in my comments that, and I probably will say this until December 31st, that it has been an awesome journey, really, really exciting journey to serve the residents of Essex County for 18 years. And I'm going to continue, as I stated earlier, to be of servant to this county. I'm not going to Georgia. I'm not going away. I'll be around. And I even promised the Deltas today that next year, when they have their Delta Day, I plan to be sitting in the back. Not in red. I don't plan to join the sorority, though. But I will be in my red, sitting with them, just never being able to thank them enough for the honor that they bestowed upon me today. So thank you again, Vice President Seabold. Okay, do we have any other comments, Freeholders? Yes. Freeholder Owens?
I'd just like to say that, Madam President, it's well deserved.
Thank you, sir.
I hope you keep enjoying tears of joy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Freeholder Clark?
I just wanted to echo Freeholder Vice President's comments and Freeholder Owens' comments. There were accolades that were well-deserved, hard-earned over years of faithful service. So enjoy you're retiring from the board, but not from life. Absolutely. So that you will definitely be around, and I know that your voice and your expertise will be invaluable to folks as this county continues to grow and prosper.
Thank you so very much, Freeholder Clark. Okay, we will continue with Freeholder comments. Do we have any other comments?
I do.
Freeholder Clark?
In your packet, I just want to call your attention to the status report from the Division of Senior Services. I alluded to it when I reported out from our committee meetings, but you'll have a really good overview of what's going on with senior services, the nutrition program, and the one that I'm kind of interested in, I think I'm going to actually join them one evening. I would suggest that maybe we all peek our head in one night, and that's the Senior Supper Club. It looks like it's. Have you been?
No.
I think we should go one evening and just kind of sit with the seniors and interact with them. It sounds like it's a tremendous opportunity and something for them to do and to look forward to. So just pay attention. Just read through the report.
Very good. Thank you. Additional comments, Freeholders? Okay. Just let me report out scheduled meetings for the month of October. The Affirmative Action Committee meeting, October 21st at 4:30, room 506, Freeholder Beasley. The Health Benefits Committee meeting, October 22nd at 3 o'clock. Freeholder Owens, that's the Health Benefit Committee meetings, because I think that's coming up on the agenda very soon. And our Finance Oversight Committee meeting as a whole board, October 22nd at 4 o'clock, room 506. These are the meetings scheduled for the remaining month of October. Let me just report out from our Freeholder meeting October 1st, questions and comments coming from our constituents. We always report out. Once they come before this board, we always respond. Resolution 15, that question came from Freeholder Clark and asked the administration to provide information showing what was spent on the last contract for this vendor. That memo was sent to the administration on the 2nd, and we received a response on the 6th. So Freeholder Clark, you should be, if you did not receive that response, you should receive it in the very near future. Again, Freeholder Clark encouraged the administration to build a library of photographs and videos of such events to preserve the history of Essex County. The memo was sent to the administration on the 2nd, and the response went out on the 6th. The budget consultant, Frank McInerney, asked the administration to quantify the overpaid salaries and sick pay paid to current and former employees that the administration attempted to recoup. He also encouraged the administration to resolve the redundant issues, comments included in the resolution. The memo was sent to the administration. The response came back to the board on the 6th. So, Mr. McInerney, you should have that information. Freeholder President asked Freeholder Clark to convene a year-end meeting of her Finance Oversight Committee in collaboration with the administration and Mr. McInerney, and I just advised the board when the Finance Oversight Committee meeting will take place. We did not have any constituents to come before the board at the last meeting, so as I stated to the young man, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. Yes, you will receive in our next meeting, you will hear the response coming back to you, and that response will be in writing, and if you need a follow-up, once you receive the response in writing, then you will just let us know, and we'll respond if you are not satisfied with the answer. Okay, thank you so much for your attendance tonight and your concerns about Essex County and your community. Thank you. Okay, we have no further comment session from the freeholders. Do I have a motion to adjourn? So moved. Motion adjourned.